Love is patient. Love is kind. It is not jealous. Love is not pompous. It is not inflated. It is not rude. It does not seek its own interest. It is not quick-tempered. It does not brood over injury. It does not rejoice over wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. It bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never fails. This is something we've all heard, probably at pretty much any wedding you've ever been to. 1 Corinthians chapter 13. A lot of times though, when we hear this reading from the scriptures, the way most of us hear it is it's sort of the ideal. It's what we're supposed to strive for, but no one can actually expect us to achieve it, especially God. But when we think that way, we miss the point. We miss what it's actually all about. Paul is not giving the ideal of what we should strive for. Paul is describing the reality of love. And if we don't love this way, then we actually don't love at all. Because love is either unconditional and all giving, or quite frankly, it's not love. If we have an expectation of what the other will do to, in a sense, achieve our love or deserve our love, then we don't love. Love really has no expectation. True love is patient. And the patience Paul here is talking about is not that you're not going to get annoyed with the person. It's that you can truly accept the person for who they are, helping them to strive to become who they're supposed to be. And accepting them who they are doesn't mean we leave them there, but rather we help them to open up to who it is the person God created them to be. And we show patience, the same patience that God shows us. Love is not jealous. How often we see these movies, these romantic movies about someone getting jealous, and somehow that's a sign of how deeply they love the person. No, it's not. It's a sign that they don't trust them. You don't love someone if you don't trust them. Jealousy is never a sign of love. It's always the opposite of it. What we're really called to do when we love is to trust, is to believe, is really to place our faith in the other. It's not pompous or inflated. In other words, love is not about putting on airs. It's not about self-aggrandizement of either yourself or the other. It's about truth and reality. There is no perfection in any person except for Jesus. It's not about boasting about the other person. It does not seek its own interest. In other words, we're supposed to lay down our life for the other. We are called to put their needs before our own. It is not quick-tempered. It does not brood over injury. How often and how easy it is to bring back what other people have done to us. To bring in, to remember something that happened 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago. That very thing is a sign of our lack of love. It does not rejoice over wrongdoing. It bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love basically says you're going to put up with what the other person does. Obviously, we're not talking about if someone is being abusive, but just in the normal course of life. And love never fails. Unconditional love can't end because it's, unconditional. And the truth and the reality, as we hear this description of love, we have to understand what it is we celebrate on this day, this Easter morning, this Easter day. That is how God loves us. He doesn't remember the wrong we've done if we truly show contrition. He doesn't brood over the things that we've done wrong through our lives. He is always patient with us. He is always kind. Because God loves us unconditionally. And Easter is that reminder to us of God's unconditional love. A love that began on Good Friday. A love that finds its most powerful moment here in this celebration. For on Good Friday we reject God. And God says, I don't care. This is how much I love you. The greatest sign of your rejection will become your salvation. And I will take it one step further. Death will become life. Hatred will become love. Despair will become hope. Sadness will become joy. That is what Easter reminds us of what it is to love, and even more powerfully, what it is to be loved by our God. May you truly come to know that Easter joy. May you truly come to know that Easter hope. May you truly come to know that joy and hope through the love, that Easter love that God has for you. Happy Easter. God bless.
Love is patient, love is kind, does not envy, does not boast, it is not proud, is not rude, no selfishness, not provoked, it keeps no record of wrong.